Well, let me tell you, nobody in Oakland knows Donald Trump and his playbook better than Barbara Lee. I served 4 years under when he was the president. I was sitting on the House floor on January 6th. There were a few of us there, and I barely got out. I saw how violent his people were. They had bear spray, they had guns, they had knives. They almost got into the House chambers where I was, and barely got out within a few seconds before they got in, into the Speaker's lounge chambers. And so, I'm prepared personally to deal with this. And what I have to make sure of is that the city understands that we have to do the work of being mayor and being a city that's delivering for people each and every day at the same time that we're watching and that we're resisting and that we're sending out the word to the administration that we need your help if you provide investments into our violence prevention, into housing, into health care. This big, ugly bill is hurting my residents like you would not believe. And so we have to push back on any effort to send a military force here and occupy our city. And I know, because I know this playbook, that what they want to do is create chaos. They want to come in, trigger a response, trigger chaos, so then they can come, I say, and vamp on our city, and they just can't do that. And we're prepared, but I think our community understands that we pride ourselves on First Amendment rights. We protest, we peacefully protest. Be it an anti-war movement started here, Black Panther Party movement. We have a history of protesting injustice. And so we are going to protest, and we'll have spaces where that is appropriate, and people know that that's what we need and want. But we can't have violence, and so that plays right into Donald Trump's hand. And having him come into cities to occupy and to militarize and to allow ICE to come in and to snatch people from their homes is something that we just don't tolerate. And we're circling the wagons around our immigrant community. I'm part of the Bay Area effort to raise money for our immigrant families. So many are afraid to come out. So many aren't going to work. So many aren't going to the doctors. And we're not letting Donald Trump divide and conquer black and brown and white people from each other. And that's his playbook. Okay. So I think one thing about Oakland is you see it's all hands on deck. The community works with our police department, works with city council members, and works with the mayor's office and our organizations to try to end the cycle of violence as it relates to gun violence and other violence. And the crime rates, as you see, they've been trending in the right direction compared to last year, year before. So it's important to put this in context as a message because we are determined to reset this narrative about Oakland. No city is without its problems, and we're not exempt from that. But what the important part about Oakland is that we're moving in the right direction, and we don't tolerate violence and gun violence, and we are working to rid the streets of these weapons and weapons of war in many respects.